Hello everyone, welcome back to ZOR Pilgrimage of the Slorfs. Last time we started up a new adventure because we had demised in the one previous to that, and we finished off on this encounter here where we had two creatures that refused to come and attack us and instead just ran around so much we nearly starved to death. But now we are in the rumbling sink. Let's see what that is all about. Goal, clear all enemies. It's a classic. Okay, we've got some much bigger enemies here right now. There is a Grimp Eye right there wanting to be collected. There's a large meat pile on the ground. Branch, a rotating turret, a strange beast, 4/4, actions 3, gore 2, attacks knockback target 2 tiles. And then over here we've got a burly Grimp, actions 1, does 5 damage with a crush. And a Grimp Runt. So we're going to want to tread very carefully around that. Bowl of Conjuring. Conjure an item from the bowl. Interesting. A pond. That one pond seems to be the only source of water. And this is sink sand. Enter. Slorf becomes immobilized, unable to use move cards. So should we never, ever enter it? That seems like a really big problem. Alright, well let's start then. How are we going to start? This thing moves 3, 1, 2, 3. I really don't want to stand in this sink sand then. Slorf becomes immobilized, unable to use move cards. Maybe the sink sand will go away after a turn? Perhaps? I've got no really good move here. This is going to move 3 actions. 1, 2, 3. So if I was stood here, I would be able to club or big strike immediately. Fine, let's try. So I'm in the sand. Harvest. Slorf is freed and is no longer immobilized. Interesting. That's really tricky. Alright, I'm going to explore and grab this eye because that's worth 2 food and 2 water to each of us if we're stood next to one another. That thing does its run. These two snart, they're gentle moving. The turret rotates, and it's back to us. So we cannot play movement cards. Although apparently it's going to try and let me, but I'm just going to hit this thing for 2. Then back here, we have parkour available. Lets us move up to 4. Ignoring terrain and penalties. Well, we'll save that for a minute. Let's spend 3 food to walk onto this 3 food. That's going to attack in that axis next, so I'm just going to end my turn there. We get attacked for 2. We don't move. Then we can big strike. Take that guy out. They've got a beast horn. No idea what that's going to do. Right, we could jump, but that's not going to help us with our parkour. What I'd like to do, perhaps, is jump from there to here. So we're going to need to move 3 over there. I don't have 3, but I do have an explore, so we'll do that. These guys are just going off in the oddest of directions. We may get shot. Can I hop? Can I parkour? I don't think so. Because it is not showing me the area around me that I can move. Motivation. I could hop to here. That's not really what I want. I want you to parkour away. I just want to stand here. It's not super efficient, but I think it's the best we're going to get. We get shot for 1, as we expected to do. We're going to parkour. 1. I'm sorry. Parkour doesn't let me get through sink sand. Well, I'm upset. We're going to hop to here to safety. Those two really don't want to come at us. We're now in this thing's line of sight. We also have no water to harvest ourselves free, which is going to be a big problem. So, Holger, the world is on your shoulders. Is it your turn? It is. You're going to have to eat a grim pie just to stay alive. Parkour. Ignore terrain and height penalties. I would have said sink sand was a terrain penalty, but, you know, maybe that just hasn't been considered in early access yet. Holger. We need to hit those to move them. Fortunately, we can go 1, 2, 3. Not enough actions to attack. Okay, so even if we're attacking a different object, we would need 2 points to attack it. That goes back round on its way. We cannot move. Let's strike the turret. That's something to do while we're stuck there. We're gonna... let's walk first. Then we'll explore to get to the food in a second. We have 1 water left. We can pop that guy. Right, explore, explore, and claw. Harvest adjacent tile. Consume destroy card when used. We can harvest dense overgrown weeds, but I don't really want to. Although doing it would hopefully mean that this burrowing grub is then going to move towards us. So let's see if that works out correctly. Yes. We still can't get out. So I'm just going to play lazy because it's my worst card. Immobilized stores can't play movement cards. Alright then. Lazy gets burned for free, unfortunately. We have 3 food over here. Let's motivation. 1, 2. You have 1 action, so let's go to here. We get water. We have our club back, which is good, but not super helpful. We're going to lose... We can't even hop out of here. We're going to lose an explore. We need to do 6 damage and fast. This thing hits for 5 attack, which is terrifying. Parkour for 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that looks good. So it's going to be move, move, hit, run. We're just going to play walk, stuck in there. Right. I would like to club you, but I also need to hit you and run away, otherwise we are at risk of dying very quickly. So explore, hit, run. We'll save the club for the last 2 HP, basically. Although Big Strike for 2, Club for 2 would kill it, but puts us at grave danger. We have no water to play Harvest with. So I'm just going to play the hop, I think. Lazy would be the last of our food if we played it. It would hit for 1, and then we'd move away for 1. Then it would move, we'd hit it for 2, it would be on 2 HP anyway. I'm still going to do it though, because then we'll be next to the Bowl of Conjuring. So they move. We have nothing we can do. We have to play something. I don't want to play parkour. I don't want to play lore. It says consume, harvest adjacent tile. Does that let me escape regardless? It does. Interesting. Parkour for 3 food is enough to get me killed, because I would hit them and then run away and then not have enough food to do anything else with. So it's really gross, but I think I'm going to club, then get hit, then big strike, and have 3 HP. We have 2 food. We can walk there. We are going to big strike there. Oh my god, there's food and fur and stuff. Alright, we have 1 food. We can hop to this claw or horn. We now have this. Attack adjacent target for 2 damage with 1 pierce. Armor is ignored. Right, we want to... We harvest this first, or the food first? I guess the food, right? We harvest the food. You actually have motivation, which means you can play a card and not get wrecked. Get some food. Here, we have 3 food. We can play parkour. So we're going to do that. And we're going to go 1, 2, get a recipe. A hammer. And 3, get the fur. We'll need that for camping and stuff later. I think I just want to be stood here next to the Bowl of Conjuring. We have 2 food. We can play and explore to no real detriment. Here we have no food. We have to harvest this. We could spend 1 health playing a walk card or discarding a walk card. But what are the odds that we draw our harvest card? 1 in 7, then 1 in 6, then 1 in 5? It's terrible, terrible odds. So I think, unfortunately, we just have to make camp. That was rough, man. Like, these encounters are no joke. So, Beast Horn is a weapon card. We can swap it for Big Strike or Club. But it's consumed when we use it. So, you know, risky business. We don't have enough of anything to craft. I really want comfy pillows. And we have fur now, but we don't have grass. So, that's going to be something for another day. And bandages, we don't have grass either. The grass is going to be a priority if we can find it, as I rehydrate. Question is, where do we spend 3 experience? I really wish I had a ranged attack. I really do. Harvest. How can you be better? Cheaper, further away. Harvest all tiles within 1 area. Give me further away. Give me some more flexibility. And we are really, really injured, but we will start our next day. The Nutty Shrine. Well, it's the furthest we've ever gotten in this space. That is 5 enemies to deal with. We are stood next to a boomberry. Destroy damage area of effect blast. Sungrave. Moving within 2 disturbs the grave. Goes dormant in the evening. Are these the things that created the ghosts that killed us previously? Because if it is, we are never going to win this encounter. Right, we're over here. What are we doing? There's no food over here. There's some mushrooms there. There's some mushrooms there. There's a lot of meat and grubs over on that side. I'm going to explore too and hide in this grass. Sungrave is now got 3 HP. The other character's turn. Let's club this and try and destroy it before something terrible happens, perhaps. Maybe that's the only play we have. We are currently hidden from enemy view. We can hop, but that's like a whole lot of damage waiting to happen. We can parkour over to that food. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to get us hit as well. There's nothing for us to forage for here. So I think I'm just going to burn a hop and stay hidden. We are going to parkour. That lets us... Thorns. 1 damage reflected if melee attacked. Oh my god. Really? Let's get rid of that thing. 1. 2. Mushroom patch with a rock grimp in it. 3, 4. God, they're so fast. We don't have any of our big attacks, but we can motivate and hit this for 1 and then for 2. Over here we have a big strike. Big strike is going to be our best way to not take excessive thorns damage for the rest of time. If we have our club, that would be really handy. Walking stick. Bleed damage. 1 damage per turn for 3 turns if bitten. That is terrifying. I assume I can just hit this thing from here. And remain hidden, which is lovely. We have 1 action remaining. I'm just going to keep hiding, honestly. This thing basically has 4 HP if we don't have any better way of dealing with it. Walking stick gives 2 actions. 1, 2. Digging stick. Flying, flying, heading me in, back to me. There's 3 enemies now. Parkour gives me 4 actions. This spit bug has 1 HP. 1. Oh god, that thing. 2. Oh god. Alright. That makes a ghost that we cannot kill. So we have to deal with everything else immediately. I think Holger is about to die. Because 1, 2, 3 would get away from this thing. Holger has 2 HP. This thing attacks for 2. So we have to flee to here in order to not die. We've been bitten now. We have 1 HP and we're bleeding, I think. Gorb, 1 claws. I don't know what the 1 claws means. But with our current set of cards, we cannot possibly kill everything here. Foraging for food doesn't help me. Hopping away doesn't help me. This is hard as hell. Alright. I will save another run for another day, but for now, thank you guys ever so much for watching. If you're enjoying this series, please do consider subscribing or hitting that like button. If you want to play for yourself, you can find all the information to do so down below. Otherwise, thanks ever so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.